I think that this election and the candidacy, the juxtaposition between Roy Moore and Doug Jones made a very stark choice for the African American population, and they responded to that choice. I was a bit hesitant to believe that the African American population would turn out in the numbers that it did, but I started to see that on the day when the first thing I went to the Y in the morning, and the first thing I was asked was, "Am I going to vote?" You know, and I heard that all day long, and so I think that the African American population in Alabama, I think showed that they could respond to more than just a black person running for president. They could respond to an idea of fairness and inclusion, as well as they could respond to race and identity. I also think we have to be cautiously optimistic. If you look at the numbers, the vast majority of white males voted for Roy Moore. The majority of white women voted for Roy Moore. The African American population came out in Barack Obama numbers. And so they far outstretched the anticipated turnout, and I think that made the difference. People in Alabama are emerging from this election buoyed by this win. There was a constituency, the Democratic Party in Alabama, I think, has been revitalized. I think it's a shot in the arm to the Democratic Party nationwide. I think that candidates throughout the nation are looking at races differently today than they looked at them yesterday and the day before yesterday. So I think that this is another sort of linchpin in the maybe it's a bit premature, but the political coffin of our president. And so I think it has implications to the president, implications to the political direction of this nation. And so I think, as in 1965, Alabama has sparked another movement towards reconciliation and inclusion. Yeah, and I think we have to be more deliberate in terms of the way, or more sophisticated in terms of the way we engage our students, and we're going to start to do that. I think America was heading in a more inclusive direction, a more caring direction, a more diverse direction, and I think the Trump presidency sidelined that, but I think it's only sidelined it. I think our young people are energized by this election. People see that their mobilization and their vote does count. And so I think that what we see for the future may be a degree of excitement that we haven't had in a while.
And that's why we've got to capitalize on this with our students now while they're excited, you know, and get them involved.
Okay.